Hisatsu! Japan, out of desperation to change the tide of the war, began sacrificing their pilots and their planes to crash directly into their targets, which is also known as kamikaze pilots. In these kamikaze attacks, more than 3,000 Japanese pilots were killed, and there were more than 7,000 casualties among American, Australian, and British personnel. However, these attacks did not end up changing the outcome of the battle.
In total, Japan's military lost 3 battleships, 1 large carrier, 3 light carriers, 6 heavy cruisers, 4 light cruisers, and 11 destroyers, while on the other hand, the United States in total lost 1 light carrier, 2 escort carriers, and several other vessels. The Japanese Navy failed to create an offensive force strong enough to take out the U.S. naval powers. With this intense battle being the largest naval battle in history of wars, the U.S. managed to come out victorious in the end.
The U.S. was able to come out on top due to their advanced naval strength and their war strategies. With the main intentions going into the battle of invading the Philippines, the U.S. had 3 main goals going into this battle. Number 1, to win positions that would allow the Allies to block Japan's supply lines to the East Indies. Number 2, to make possible an invasion of Taiwan and the East China coast. And 3, to provide bases for an attack on the Japanese homelands. Through this map, you can see the war plan and strategy the Japanese had intended to change the tide of the war, with the northern force coming from the top, attempting to lure the U.S. Third Fleet, also known as the Halsey, to the north. Then their central and southern forces would come converge on the Leyte Gulf in hopes to annihilate and put a stop to the U.S. invasion on the Philippines. The U.S., on the other hand, had a plan of island hopping. This strategy's idea is to bypass the heavily fortified enemy islands instead of attempting to capture every island on their way to their destination.
In the end of the historical battle, through the victory, the U.S. crippled the Japanese combined fleet, which permitted U.S. invasion of the Philippines and reinforced the Allies' control of the Pacific. Now enjoy the following footage from the battle and truly experience how crazy this battle was.